when new demands require proven strength. Today is about performance reimagined for a new age. Power reawakened. Witness the return of the legends, Taurus and Hippo.
The center.
I will drive the future by ensuring every Ashok Leyland truck stays running 24/7 with service support, trained technicians and parts availability. We will always be a touch away.
We don't adapt to the future, we accelerate it.
I will work hand in hand with Ashok Leyland to deliver the products of highest quality and to drive the future together.
The future isn't just a dream, it's our drive. Every single day.
Let's drive the future together by transforming lives and businesses through leadership in mobility.
Our vision is clear, to be a top 10 global CV player. Together, let's deliver excellence, disrupt limits, drive the future.
We will do this as one family. Together, we will lead the way to the future.
with that, we look forward for same, or I would say, even bigger support from all of you. Talking about today, it is not just product launch. It is about bringing back legacy. It is about honoring names which became part of India's commercial vehicle history. It is about trust built over decades. To give you more insights about this, I would like to invite our President MHCV on stage, Mr. Sanjeev Kumar. Sir, please.
Good afternoon, everyone. Once again, thank you for joining us today. For Ashok Leyland, this is an important event in our journey, and having all of you makes it truly special. Let me talk to you about two iconic brands in the Ashok Leyland stable. They are more than just names. Their memories, their milestones, and their partnerships that helped in India. Let us take a moment to look back at the pioneering journey of these regions. Back in 80s, 90s, India was aggressively growing, and an entire nation was moving towards new era of progress. And powering this movement was Epos and Taurus. Epo, with its rugged aggregate, was built for demanding applications. It became image that customers are treated with heavy-duty cargo in India, be it transformers, and big loads. For many transporters, Epo stood for unwavering reliability. At the same time, Taurus cemented its legacy as India's first multi-axle tipper, defining the standards for heavy-duty operations. Its consistent performance in challenging conditions made it perfect choice for high-load applications across country. Even today, many of the operators in the country continue to refer it as Taurus. Epo and Taurus have left a lasting influence on CV industry. A legacy we at Ashok Leyland are deeply proud of. Now, as Bharat surges towards new era of growth and prosperity, we have reimagined these products, these two legendary brands, in new avatar. Taurus tipper, built to conquer. Epo tractors, powered for progress. Can we have the new video, please? Keeping in view the evolving expectations of our customers, they are ideal for a range of applications like cement, steel, coal, over-dimensional cargoes, sand, blue metal. Epo range is powered by our in-house 8-liter A series engine with option of 360 horsepower and 320 horsepower with industry best torque at 1600 Newton meter and 1300 Newton meter. The range is tuned to deliver unmatched fuel efficiency, resulting in better economics for our customers. These products also come with suite of features aimed at driver comfort and safety. Can I have the product video on screen, please?
Decades, Hippo set the benchmark for performance, a symbol of unwavering reliability and relentless power. From that legacy, a new force arises. Reintroducing the all-new Ashok Leyland Hippo, reimagined for the future. Across two wheels, every pull driving ambition forward. Every motion uninterrupted, every force crafted from the ground up with purpose. Powered by a mighty 8-liter engine, the Hippo delivers unmatched fluid efficiency and reliability. To bend the road and beat the clock. Turning distance into gain and time into profit. The Hippo is made for the world's fastest growing economy, to push the wheels of progress forward. The all-new Hippo from Ashok Leyland, powered for progress.
Powered by 8-liter A-series engine, we offer options of 360 horsepower and 320 HP variants for your customer-specific needs. These tipper have industry best torque of 1600 Newton meter and 1300 Newton meter, aimed at delivering high productivity and improved uptime for customer operations. Heavy-duty aggregates such as zero drop front axle, heavy-duty gearbox, high-capacity bogie and front suspension are designed to tackle even heaviest load at tough terrains. We understand the importance of driver safety and comfort, and this range comes with a suite of features which will ensure that customer drivers are never fatigued. We are offering backside support for our heavy-duty tippers with the idea of uninterrupted operations. We will also guarantee air-trained supervisors, availability of genuine spare parts to maximize vehicle uptime. These comprehensive setups will also ensure vehicle performance and minimize the operation downtime. These offerings will be available for all deep mining applications where our tippers are deployed. Can I have the Taurus product video on screen, please? This is a significant milestone in the history of Ashok Leyland, and we're delighted to have you here with us. I'm sure new range of Hippo and Taurus will take their legacy to new and further heights. Now I invite you to move towards launch for product unveil. Thank you.
We are very clear. we have one philosophy, and this is not from today, but Ashok Leyland has this philosophy from many, many years. And I just spoke about service, importance of service in the CV industry. And our export philosophy is that wherever we go outside India, we treat that market as our home market. Now, what home market means? Home market means like in India, India is our home. Like in India, we have an assembly plant, we have a manufacturing plant, we have supplier ecosystem. Then in India, we have a very strong distribution system which provides a service, which provides parts, which sells the trucks. And we have local people, local talent who understand the local psyche of the customer, the local needs of the customer. They often live with the customer on a daily basis to understand what is going on with their trucks and what are the new needs. So this is what describes a home market. And similar is the philosophy when we go out. We do not want to just take a deal of 1,000 trucks and sell it to Cambodia, for example. Sometimes those orders come in, but we totally deny it. So if you look at outside India, we have 3 home markets. One is SAARC, of course, which are the countries around us. I did not tell you that, for example, Bangladesh is a big market for us, and we have a huge factory in Bangladesh. Right? So we are local. We have a local distributor partner who is providing service day in and day out. We are into every nook and corner of Bangladesh, like we are in India. The second home market is Middle East, which is actually now our biggest market. And we are very, very strong in UAE, we are very strong in Saudi, we are very strong in Qatar and many other markets in that MENA region. We have again a very large, sophisticated plant in UAE, close to Dubai, and now we are setting up one in Saudi Arabia. Yeah, and so that is our export philosophy. Now, last point I would say is these products, they are now at a level which makes them attractive for some of these export markets, and therefore we will evaluate at a certain point in time, after we have had some experience of these in India, that we might take it into some other countries outside India also.
Good evening, sir. This is Philip from Construction Times and Equipment Times.
Looking at just the cost. But customers are really looking for value more and more. Right? We had a meeting today with one of our customers in the morning, and the guy was, you wouldn't believe what the guy was talking about. He was talking about the future, he was talking about EV, he was talking about LNG, he was talking about DCO, not even for a moment the price issue came in. So see, that is just my view, and your view could be different. But as a company, what our collective view is that we are not going to play the price game in this business. And we have been demonstrating this for the last couple of years. We want to add more and more value into our products and demand a price for that value from our customers. Now these products that we are launching today are not cheap, because they have huge amount of value. But I am sure that many of our customers will adopt these products and they will be very happy driving these new products, because they will give them what they really need, not just the price.
His last answer, but just to give you a sense, we have done an analysis of life cycle cost of the truck. Just to share with you, the asset cost is hardly 10% and 90% is cost of running that truck. So, honestly, initial cost of the asset actually does not impact. It's more about how the truck is run, how it is maintained. And talking about these trucks, definitely these trucks are, they'll be at some premium. And two, three things which will make these trucks achieve the TCO with our customer. One is they're capable of running long kilometers. These trucks, if I talk about Hippo, customer can actually run these trucks for 20,000 kilometers. Today, average running for a truck would be 7,000 to 8,000 for 55 tonner. Similarly, when I talk about Taurus tippers, these trucks are capable of running 24/7. And we were talking about X service. The idea is to ensure that the customer gets best out of these trucks in terms of productivity, and then get going. the initial cost actually does not make difference. We have a calculation where these initial costs can be recovered max in 1 or 2 years.
Months, and what would be your expectations from the budget for this industry? Yeah, I mean, Sanjeev is more closer to the ground. Maybe he wants to take the first one and I'll talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's happy days for CV industry. That is what defines the CV industry. But last 4 years, after in 2022-23, we had a huge growth of almost 48%. Last 2 years have been kind of stagnant, plus minus 2-3%. And we were going through similar cycle till H1. And then GST announcement came and government also worked on interest rates. And ultimately the larger positive would be overall age of the fleet, which used to be around 8.5 years, has now touched almost 11 years. And operators are also waiting for all the positive cues from the government, and this sector is a big trigger. And all combined, we are seeing a huge growth in the TIV. Basically, led by all these operators. And at the same time, in parallel, Government of India started investing heavily on capex. You get to hear about new contracts coming in East, especially in Northeast. A lot of work is happening there. So overall, I think these are all positive triggers for the industry, and that is where we are seeing a huge growth. And growth is actually coming in all the segments. It's not that a particular segment is growing. We are seeing a growth almost in all the segments. And with retail, especially the growth is coming in ICV trucks. Yes, we actually feel that this growth is going to continue next year. And I think as a manufacturer, we need to see how we ensure that we navigate nicely through these tailwinds. So yes, it's a positive time for the CV industry. What do you
I mean, especially at this point in time, we can't complain at all. Because like Sanjeev said, November and December were just fantastic for CV industry. And even the next few months and quarters look very, very bright. However, just speaking very fundamentally about our industry, I think one thing which will really help would be something on the scrappage of the older vehicles. And I don't say this with any amount of greed, right? I just say this because when you even talk with people who own fleets or who own these trucks, they also realize that the newer trucks they have, like the BS6 ones, are far more efficient and productive than the BS3 and BS2 trucks that they have, right? So people do realize that they need to shift to a newer vehicle. What they are, I think, looking for is a trigger. Now, one of the triggers has just come, which is sort of this GST rationalization, which is not about the price cut as much as it is about the whole consumption economy picking up, which is adding to the freight demand. But I think another trigger could be, very fundamental trigger, could be some kind of a support on the scrappage. Now, scrappage should not be made mandatory because we should not put that extra burden on our customers that we have to force them to change their trucks even if they are not willing to for some reason. But I think some kind of a trigger in terms of an incentive system or some other thing that government can think of which can attract all these fleet owners to move to better products, newer products, more efficient products. I think if we can do this, this will be a big boost, not just for companies like us, but also for our customer fraternity.
So मैं अपने किसी टीम मेंबर को रिक्वेस्ट करूँगा कि आपको सारे फीचर्स एक्चुअली एक्सप्लेन करेंगे आप बिल्कुल ठीक है so it's not about having some additional features which others may not have. It's about ensuring that we provide the right kind of features for our trucks to these customers. हमने कोशिश की है हम लोगों ने एनालाइज करने की कि ड्राइवर की प्रोडक्टिविटी को कैसे बढ़ाया जा सके जो टिपर्स होते हैं उसमें जनरली ऑपरेटर्स 3 शिफ्ट में काम करते हैं 8 घंटे तो कैसे हम लोग इंश्योर करें कि वो ट्रक वो ड्राइवर्स बिना थकावट के चला जाए। तो कुछ काम हमने किया है जो हमारी टीम आपको दिखाएगी जब एक बार आपको सामने ट्रक्स पर हुए।
The product itself has to be much more safer, and in future we will demonstrate how we can do that. लेकिन outside product भी बहुत कुछ कर सकते हैं हम ड्राइवर की सेफ्टी के। And you might be aware that Ashok Leyland is one company in the CV industry in India which have 70 or 18 driver institutes in the country. What we do in these institutes, because you know that we are in a severe shortage of drivers in this country. Actually, the entire world has severe shortage. So when there is a shortage, what do? So you take people who are freshers into the driving community, but ये freshers को पता नहीं है कि ट्रैक्टर कैसे चलाना। So what do? So I mean, you can make the product more safer, but you will also have to tell them that this is how you drive safely. This is what you need to do to be safe. This is how you deal with the product, right? And I mean, you compare it with others or don't compare, but we are very proud of this fact that every year we churn out thousands and thousands of drivers who are better experienced and more knowledgeable about driving or safely driving